If you still have Cinema HD installed, open it right now. You'll see a message that changes everything. Development and support have been permanently discontinued. But here is what other videos aren't telling you. Try to search for a movie or show. Anyone. You don't just get an error, you get this. No links found. No streams, no results, nothing loading. For an app that survived bans, blocks, and constant takedown attempts for years, that silence is loud. So is this just another temporary disruption, or has one of the longest running third-party streaming apps finally reached its end? If this app was your daily driver, hit like so I can see how many of us are looking for a replacement today. Let's break down what's really going on. The app in question is Cinema HD, a name that's been around in the streaming community for years. Inside the app right now, the message is clear. Development is over, support is over, maintenance is over, and most importantly, the search function no longer returns working links at all. That last detail changes everything. Because in the past, apps have stopped updating but continued functioning quietly in the background. Here, we're not seeing limited functionality. We're seeing nothing. And when back-end services go silent like that, history tells us it's rarely temporary. If you've been watching the streaming landscape closely, you'll know the pressure has been building. Amazon has tightened Fire OS restrictions, side-loaded packages get flagged faster, apps are disabled more aggressively, Google has strengthened Play Protect enforcement across Android and TV platforms. Distribution outside official stores is becoming harder to sustain long-term. For developers operating in that environment, it becomes a constant uphill battle. Release a new build, change the package, work around restrictions, get blocked again. That cycle can work for a while, but eventually it becomes exhausting or risky. And this termination message reads like the moment someone just decided the fight was over. Now, here's the part most people are missing. This isn't just about Cinema HD. It's about the direction streaming ecosystems are heading. Because this isn't the first app to reach this stage, and it probably won't be the last. Groups like Alliance for Creativity and Entertainment have increased action against unofficial streaming platforms over the past few years. We've seen this pattern before. Terrarium TV didn't vanish instantly. Neither did Showbox. First, updates stopped. Then, links weakened. Then, infrastructure quietly disappeared. Cinema HD appears to be following that same path. And historically, once apps reach this stage, recovery is extremely rare. What makes this significant isn't just the loss of one app, it's what it represents. Streaming devices are becoming more locked down. App ecosystems are becoming more centralized, and unofficial distribution models are becoming harder to sustain long term. When an app operates without official backing, there's no safety net, no stability guarantee, no contractual protection, and no advanced warning. One day it works, the next day it doesn't. If you know someone who still has this installed and hasn't noticed it yet, send them this video, because many users won't realise what's happened until they try to use it. Now, stepping back from this specific shutdown, there's another issue people often overlook: privacy. Whether you're streaming licensed services or just browsing in general, your ISP can see your traffic patterns. That's simply how internet infrastructure works. Personally, I use NordVPN across my devices to encrypt my connection and reduce that visibility, especially on streaming hardware and public Wi-Fi. not to bypass restrictions, not to unlock anything specific, just for network security and connection privacy. If that matters to you as well, there's a link in the description where you can check it out. It helps support the channel and it's something I use daily. Could Cinema HD return under another name? Well, technically anything is possible, but based on the wording of the message, the decision is final, and the complete absence of working links, a return seems unlikely. The bigger question though isn't whether this app is gone, it's which app could be next. Because if platform restrictions continue tightening, more familiar names may struggle to survive. And if that happens, I'll be covering it right here. If you've followed this space for the last few years, you've seen this cycle repeat itself. An app rises, it grows, it gets restricted, it disappears. Cinema HD was one of the longest survivors. So I want to know, were you surprised by this, or did you feel like it was only a matter of time? Drop your thoughts below. And if you want clear, balanced updates as the streaming landscape continues shifting in 2026, make sure you're subscribed. Because the environment is changing faster than most people realise. I'll keep you informed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.